Hello again, YouTube. Today we're going to start in with the project, continuing on with the remaking of a shutter curtain for a Pentax S1A, one of the cameras that predates the Spotmatic. I just got today in the mail the new shutter curtain material, the ribbons, and some glue from Japan, a company called, I think I'm pronouncing this right, akiasahi.com. That's aki-asahi.com. And they are suppliers, and the only ones I could find this sell small quantities of shutter material. So I wanted to open this up and have a first look at what I got here. This is a little package of ribbon. I forget how much it was actually part of the deal. I want to say it was like either 1 or 3 meters. It's a good little amount. And this is the glue. This was not bought as a kit per se. It was all individual items. Again in Japanese. Super X glue, which I got from them for $5, and any supplier in the U.S. that I saw, this stuff was pretty expensive, as much as 3 times what I paid from this guy in Japan. And that's the stuff that is generally recommended, at least anywhere I looked, because it's strong and flexible. And this should be, yep, a sheet of lens shutter material. This is rubber over silk, and you can see it's a pretty good sized piece. There's an extra piece in here. I don't know what that is for. Also came with a smaller piece. I don't know why, but that's okay. I'm not going to handle that a lot. It's probably not great to get my filthy fingers all over this. Came in a nice little plastic folder, doubled up with cardboard for shipping, glue, and whatever amount of ribbon, certainly more than I'm going to need. And I think the entire cost was $27, I think. It took about, just over 2 weeks to get here from Japan. And this is kind of neat because the whole package is all in Japanese. I'll have to look up English directions. I've never been to Japan, but I thought it was just kind of a cool thing to have. So anyhow, this is the first step, and I'm going to work forward from here, trying to recreate the shutter I removed from that S1A. Basically, I'll be replacing this old curtain. This old curtain is a little bit thicker. I don't remember the exact dimensions that the company had on their website, but it's supposed to be a little bit thinner. And it looks like the ribbons are about the same width. I imagine they're a little different. That's okay. Anyhow, that's all I wanted to show you this time. and we're going to move forward from here. Hello YouTube. I'm going to do a little update here on the S1A rebuild project. I've got this much of it back together, okay? And I've got it to the point where I can wind up half of the shutter and then release it like that. Not exactly, the end all and be all of the job, but I'm pretty happy with it so far. It's the first time I've ever done this, and there's a few mistakes. The shutter curtain I made, you can see there's a ripple in it, and I'm not really sure if it's because the tension is wrong or if I've got, I know the tension is wrong. The tension is completely off. But I might also have gotten the curtains crooked on their spools. And it could be any number of things. But I'm still calling this a victory because this has been quite a process. And I've been using I downloaded or printed off the actual Pentax manual off a website. And I've been working with that, which is great, except this manual was written for somebody who already knows what they're doing. In fact, in the beginning of this manual, it says that it only covers the adjustment points of reassembly and skips all the stuff that's, I forget the wording they used, but it was basically all the stuff that's obvious is not included. So I got to a point where I had been following the adjustments or following the reassembly procedure and realized that the pictures that they're using and the diagrams included an awful lot of parts that I had not yet installed. So I had to go back and figure out where I had missed things, go back to my original pictures, and fill in the gaps from there. I've still got to. There's a problem with the gearing on this front curtain here. The I think they call it the first selector gear, which is underneath the one you can see, is out of position. So I gotta take off part number C10. I gotta take that off, pull that gear off, and reset the first selector gear underneath there. And hopefully that will make the two shutters work together. Right now it's just one. But this has been certainly an adventure. I haven't included any pictures of the reassembly because it's been a stop and go, up and down, remove and replace kind of a thing, with no actual guide other than the little bit of information, reassembly information that's in the manual, and my pictures. I've had to kind of piece it together myself with no actual guide. So that's why there's no pictures of the reassembly. I would suggest anyone who's doing this take also a lot of their own pictures and read certainly the first few pages of the manual and follow that. The disassembly is pretty good. It's pretty descriptive. It's pretty clear. It's not hard to follow. The parts list is a different manual I had to download, and it's a dozen or so pages of sets of components. So here it is. It's still a work in progress. I'm going to continue to post updates, and hopefully I will be able to get some sort of usable image out of film at some point. Until then, bye.